So here I am in Nebraska, near the southern border of Nebraska. And I gotta ask you, how come no one ever talks about Nebraska? It's beautiful down here. It's hot, but that's nothing new. It's a beautiful day, and I've got a tailwind, and I'm on this highway. See this highway? It's just beautiful. I started out, yesterday, heading northwest on Highway 81. And got off that, said goodbye finally, for the very last time, to Highway 81. After, yesterday was funny. I was trying to stay as far east as I can, without going east, in order to get more mileage in. And so I always ponder Google Maps, and the iPad, at least my version of it, doesn't have the bicycle mode. Like, you can't search a route in bicycle mode. Maybe I just need to go into apps. Maybe there's an update app for iPod or for Google Maps or something. But what I've got is the Walking Dude. I'm pretty sure that's Stephen King's Walking Dude. And you just you search direction for him to take to get somewhere, and he'll lead you on roads that are friendly, that you're allowed to ride on, not, so it keeps you off the interstate, basically, is what it does. But it's not great for cycling. You really got to be careful, scrutinize the route when you choose that one, because Walking Dude will take you down like the wrong way, down one-way roads in cities and stuff like that, as well as out here in Nebraska, there's all kinds of country roads that show up on Google Maps. But basically, when it says country road, I've come to understand what it really means is gravel road. And it may not start out that way, might be paved for a while, but sooner or later it's going to be gravel. And I've discovered that on 3 different occasions. One of them yesterday, when I thought I was saying goodbye to 81 the first time. Ended up having to get back on 81 for a while. Anyway, I left 81, got on 6, ended up in Sutton for the night, which is about 240 kilometers, 245 kilometers, something like that. I had a little problem with my computer yesterday. I had to pull the battery out, clean the points and stuff like that, because it was jumping all over the place. So I'm not positive about yesterday's mileage yet because of that, and because I didn't have Wi-Fi last night, so I couldn't double check with Google Maps whether or not my estimate was accurate. It might be a little bit high. Might be a little less than that. Might be 235. That's where I spent the night. And nice little motel, no pool or anything like that. And we had Wi-Fi, but I couldn't get it to work. And even he in the lobby, it was super slow on his computer. So, no big deal. I had a pretty easy day today. I had decided, basically I checked the weather network, and it looked like there was going to be a wind coming from the southwest, maybe as strong as 10 to 15 miles an hour. But in the morning it wasn't anything. special at all. So I decided to get some more distance in by headed west on 6, and then took the first southern route, or southern road that presented itself, and went south for a while. And I was going to go way south. I could have done like 100 kilometers south and then 50 kilometers west and 100 kilometers kind of back up to where I started, but 50 kilometers over, so it would be 200 kilometers extra in distance, right? But after about 50k heading southwest, into the wind, I decided to check out what it would be like going west into the wind, and it wasn't any easier. So then I decided to avoid that, because as much as it would be nice to get the extra mileage in, when I've got a 10 or 15 mile wind, I might as well put it to use, right? So turned around and started going northwest. My speed kind of jumped by, well, pretty much by 10 kilometers an hour. My speed jumped up, so I'll just have to make up more distance somewhere else, because this is too much fun. Not as much of a struggle, you know. What else was I going to say? So I'm about 110k into my ride, and I'm approaching Hastings, which is on 6, which is only about, what was it? It's about 30 kilometers away from where I spent last night, which is just to the east of it. So I am making up some pretty good extra mileage. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it out there. So if I want to put it on, if I want to put this on YouTube, then I can. It's short enough, I think. Maybe I've gone over it already with all my blabbing. Anyway, I'll cut it out for now. Bye.